Hey there, Warriors of Light. Welcome to the new year and to a new expansion. Today we'll be covering Endwalker, so heavy spoilers. If you haven't finished it, don't watch this video, please, because it is a good expansion. We're joined today by me, Chris, Kevin,
Yo,
and Ryan.
Hello.
Everybody strap in for an exciting talk about Endwalker. Alright, man. We all got through Endwalker. We did it. We walked to the end.
We walked at the end.
The end times have arrived, and we walked to it.
The final days have been averted. We did it.
Literally will never happen again. Ever,
Dude, what
ever.
an expansion it fucking was, though.
Dude, what a fucking great way to end everything.
Yeah, well, yeah, I can't think of a better way. Like, this is legitimately as perfect of an ending as you can get for like a 10-year story.
Yeah.
Literally, if they slapped the end on it, I think I'd be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
shut down the servers, everyone.
No, I still want to play.
I mean, I want to play. Don't get me wrong, but like,
Yeah.
say if it was like a contained thing, like this was like a regular game.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'd be
Roll
like,
credits,
hell
we're
yeah.
done.
Yeah, now we just get to be
I'd be like,
farmers.
hell yeah, that was a good game. But you know, we were in an MMO experience. We got live service. The adventure continues.
I pay my subscription to AFK and Limbs. I don't know about you guys.
I fucking don't. You can't even do that anymore.
Yeah, I
That
can't
is
do it anymore. It's a relic of the past now.
30 minutes only, and then you got to get back
Yeah.
in the line.
I remember back in my day, everyone dressed naked and laid outside limbs a lo Mensa for 3 hours.
I'm back in my day. RFC
3
gave me
hours?
shit for AFKing in front of the house all the time.
Nah, OG days, man, they were there for days.
Back
No,
in my
moving
day, I
it is.
used to watch Kevin AFK in the house. And we liked it.
He didn't move a single inch for over 2 months.
All I remember is that time where we were comparing playtime hours.
Yeah.
And then you were like, oh, wow, I'm surprised I have more playtime hours than you. I feel like you play the game. And then I said, that's because you fucking AFK in the house and fall asleep. You literally fall asleep in front of the house.
You gotta pad the numbers, dude.
That's just me, just because I'm too lazy to fucking get my phone and do the software thing. Let's just stay fucking logged in for 2 days.
You gotta let your computer rest, but you gotta turn that bitch off.
Nah, it's good. I haven't turned this thing off since last year.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
I hate you so much for using that joke.
I fucking hate you.
We gotta plug it in somewhere.
I mean, we didn't have to plug it anywhere. You just went ahead and did it.
Now that we're going to talk about our sponsor. Just kidding. We're never getting sponsored.
No one jumps
not
like
at this
that.
rate.
You gotta bring up the material.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
bro. Well, like, what's the thing that's like? I guess your favorite part. Let's go with that. Let's start with that.
Oh, just
Favorite part or part that made you cry? Did you cry this expansion?
A few times, I think.
Yeah.
I
Joel.
did not.
I know, because you just don't cry. It's
Yeah,
it's
you
fine,
just don't
bro.
cry.
This
So,
game
yeah,
hasn't
what-
made you cry. It's literally in the bingo card.
Yeah.
So, so what'd y'all think about Estinian saying it was a good thing we're alone?
What?
What?
Oh, did you guys not do that? Oh, remember the part where
Oh,
you get to
when we're
choose like who comes to your door?
Oh,
when we're
yeah.
resting at Baldessian.
Oh, you guys. Oh, man. Okay, so when I got to that segment, I was obnoxious as shit over it. Because you get to pick your character and who knocks on the door. And so you hear the knock and it says, who could it be? And immediately I just started singing to myself, who could it be now? And I
Fucking
literally did that for
Jesus.
3 minutes before finally picking Thancred.
God.
So in my,
You picked Thancred?
Yeah, I picked Thancred.
Opens the door.
He's my
This is
favorite.
Thancred.
And like, I'm not gonna like my headcanon for that scene is that Thancred came to visit that night to talk, and he knocks, and then just for 3 minutes he has to listen to my dumbass bard just sing "Who Could It Be Now," just for 3 minutes as he's sitting there just like, please, please, I just want to talk.
God.
He's just knocking on the door like, this is Thancred. This is Thancred. God fucking damn it.
Hits you up on the link pearl. Hey, open the door,
Open
jackass.
the fucking door, jackass. And then everybody starts typing in the link pearl. Like, who the fuck
Like,
are you
I
talking to, Thanker? You fucking asshole.
Like, I opened the door, nobody was there.
My character had a
God.
sick sax solo though.
Yeah.
I'm
All
dripping.
right, Kevin,
every
what
second
did
of it.
you fucking, who did you fucking choose?
I picked Grahatia, best boy.
Yeah? How was that? How was that experience?
Emotionally destroyed me at the time. Because he's like, I'm pretty sure that was supposed. Okay, I feel like it was supposed to be like the canon decision, because I feel like they put a lot more effort. Because I went back and watched all of them. I feel like they gave him like more dialogue than everybody else.
Could it be that just Grahatia is just very verbose?
He's very talkative. He's very rambly.
Yeah, I also like the fact that even though Urianger wasn't there, we kind of got to talk with him too.
Oriana's
Like,
got a
we had-
lot of good scenes this
Yeah,
expansion.
I was really surprised, honestly.
Bro. Yeah.
But yeah, we had a talk with him on the moon, 101.
Yeah. I'm actually really happy they did just subvert that instead of him doing another I'm sneaking behind everyone's back scene. Instead they were just like, no, we're just gonna straight up address it this time.
God, I remember when me and Chris were going through it. We're just like, ooh, Urianger, don't you do it?
You fucking bitch. You better not. I'm watching. I'm literally following your ass.
I see you.
I'm about to I'm about to catch you right now. But then he was like, "Oh man, I'm tired of everyone thinking that I should be the sneaky one. I don't want to go behind your back anymore." And I was like, "Urianger."
Yeah, you're all right.
No, I fucking love Urianger. He's so
Yeah.
funny.
No, he's great.
He's such a good character.
He fucking lived in a potato sack for 2 expansions.
I
don't know.
This is an unpopular opinion, but I kind of want him to go back to it.
I kind of wish for the ending scene when everybody's splitting up. I wish he put that back on.
He almost did. He wore his Heavensward outfit for the winter area.
Yeah.
Garlemald.
I just would love it. Just everyone's comes back in their cool new outfits, and then Urian's just got the little towel over his head again.
It's like,
Just, hey.
can you imagine? He was like, "Oh, I do not require a new outfit. I have one at the ready."
The fucking goggles.
God.
You know what's funny about that too is that like when he does the Warrior of Darkness skit a little bit where he's like pretending to be evil, I didn't know who that was.
Really?
I didn't because you know before
He's the
then,
only one that talks like that.
Yeah.
okay. When he opened his mouth, I figured it out. Okay, but before then, I was like, who's this fucking guy right here, huh? Why does the camera keep focusing on him?
Dude. That's
He
the
was
reason.
dressed in a potato sack.
Yeah, he goes from the potato sack into like the saucy like late night
Fucking
hookup
sexy
outfit.
nightwear outfit.
He's got the little fucking veil across his face.
And
It's
he
so
fucking
funny.
whips it off.
Yeah.
And then when you guys finish that fucking quest line, he goes right back to the
Back to
fucking
the potato
potato sack.
Fucking man after my own heart, I'm be honest.
Man wears what's comfortable.
I respect that. Sometimes you gotta be
respect that too.
cozy.
I also like the little bit we got in Old Charlian when we went to lunch with Ishtola, Thancred, and Urianger.
Oh, that scene was the best of the three.
It was really
easily.
good. But if you talk to him after that scene, he's like he's like actually drunk.
Yeah,
It
he's
was like,
plastered.
Keep thy secrets.
Keep dice.
He's
He
so
fucking
drunk.
does a Lord of the Rings reference. Fine, keep your secrets.
And you gotta think, that's like, because of the end of Endwalker, that's what Thancred is gonna have to put up with for whatever adventures come forward after
Bro.
this.
Because you know
'Cause
they're
they
gonna
both
get
went
fucking hammered.
All right, I know we haven't just talked about our favorite yet, but like my standalone favorite right now, like everything of the everything about Endwalker is really good. But like some of my favorite scenes was fucking Razat Han with the boys. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, that was
That
really
shit
good.
was so funny when we arrived.
When we
Dude, yeah, it wasn't even a choice. Kryle was just like, you can go to these two areas. You can either help us read books, or you can go with the boys to Radzatan. I was like, I'm going with the boys.
we did that second.
We go with the boys, right? And you just show up and you're on that bench. Everybody's fucked up.
I just love the fact when we all teleported in, we're just all fucking throwing up, and then Estinian just teleports in, and he's like, the fuck?
Yeah, because he just had the ether sickness.
He already been there. And then
I totally love-
Thancred realizes it, and he's like, oh shit, Estinian is the money.
Estinian is even worse with money than Alphino.
Yeah, what was it? He spent like 1,000 on like a piece of string.
Yeah, just like a little hair tie.
Yeah. Estinian's literally that meme where it's like, how much could a banana cost? $10?
Just the embodiment of it. God, it's so funny. That whole sequence is really great.
Standalone favorite right now.
Standalone favorite.
Like right now, when you thought of Endwalker, what was it?
For me, I have to say, whenever I think of Endwalker, Hydaelyn / Venat is easily the poster
really good,
child, like preem crop of the expansion.
I fucking agree with you.
I will have to agree too.
Let me tell you what, when that line was like, no longer shall man, fucking, oh man, I can't even fucking,
Like,
Adrian, put it in. Put the line in right now.
He's not gonna
'Cause
put
I
it
can't
in.
remember. I can't remember the line.
I guess it wasn't that impactful.
But it was like,
No, I'm kidding, I'm
no
kidding, I'm
longer,
kidding.
Long.
no longer should man fly to his destination; he shall
Yeah.
walk.
Henceforth he shall walk.
It was so good.
And then like her actually walking through time itself, and like
Yeah.
you see that she's visibly getting damaged every time we have a major like moment in the story.
Yeah, when it started mirroring our like fight with Emmett Sunk, I was just like, oh.
Like, yeah, every fight that we've managed to come out unscathed, whether it be from Ultima itself, back from ARR, even all the way up to Shinryu, and even Emmett Selk and Hades fight, she had to take the brunt of every major hit to keep us alive.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
You know what's the crazy about that scene where she's walking and like she's just getting all like mucked up with all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
I saw somebody post something where it was like, you know, she left her duty as a Zem and got the white robes, right? And by the end of that scene, her robes are completely drenched black because she has a duty again. And I was like, ooh, shit. I didn't realize the symbology they did.
Yeah, I didn't catch that. That's good, actually. That's really good. Man, I didn't even catch that. That's super good.
Man, when we did the trial with her, though, it was really fucking... I got choked up a bit. Like, I can imagine if you've been playing consistently for, like, the last 10 years, that final trial must have been fucking crazy.
The final trial, like, the Hydaelyn trial, or like
with
the actual final?
Hydaelyn. Yeah, with
Okay.
Hydaelyn.
Yeah, the
Because
Hydaelyn
that's a
one-
conclusion to a fucking, like, 10-year arc.
Yeah, that's literally us finally getting, basically like coming into our own.
Yeah.
Like
The whole reason for our journey.
it was like
We
the whole
found the
reason,
truth
yeah.
about it.
We finally came to the end, and we're finally stepping forward into a new tomorrow.
What I really liked, I saw this after the fact, but a comment I saw on like Reddit or something, was when we were leaving Elpis, she mentioned that maybe she can finally find rest once humanity finds its own way. And then the final dialogue we have with her, or we can choose with her is, we will find our own way, Mana. And dude, that's fucking. The freaking loop back is so crazy with that.
I always feel bad because everyone always talks about like, yeah, I chose the we will go our own way, but not, and I took the other one.
Yeah.
The thank you Hydaelyn one. Because like, I don't know, my brain wasn't thinking like that. It was just like, I wanted to thank this person for everything she had done for us.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
all the sacrifices she made. Like, I wanted to thank her. So I was just like, thank you. Like, and then everyone else has always just been like, we chose, we find our own way. I'm just like, fuck.
But yeah, man. Like I think like I think back on like this whole story where like our relationship with Hydaelyn, it's like I think it's crazy that they really fleshed out like basically this concept of a god and made it like a really lovable character.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like surprised at how much I liked
It really
Vanilla.
made something that was so far away so close really
Yeah.
quickly in like, you know, a span of like just one area of the game.
Yeah, it like completely changed our entire perception of it, especially like coming from Shadowbringers,
Right.
where like a lot of Shadowbringers stuff is like we're in the first, and like the first is completely fucked up because Venat didn't help stop the flooding and everything like that, and so like it's a real big question of just like what is the purpose of all this, and like are we truly like fighting for the right causes, or like why isn't she always conveying to us like if she has a plan or whatever. And then they added all the context extra in with this expansion, and it just completely, you're just like, I should have never questioned her. You're like, fuck.
Definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
they really set it up to be that way in Shadowbringers, though. We were because they brought up the whole like origin point of Hydaelyn and Zodiark, right? They were the very first primals.
Yeah.
So like, you know, it is a very good and probably common fear to be like, oh well, we technically got fucking I don't know, what's the word for being primaled?
Tempered.
Yeah, we got tempered. Like, maybe it's not in the same way as, you know, Ifrit or everybody else, but we were like, we have been influenced by this primal. We just don't know how. And then we ended up finding out, oh, no, not really. It's not really the case.
Yeah, I never thought we were tempered. Like, not once did I ever think of that.
They heavily implied that that is a possibility.
It could have been, but the reason why I never thought we were was just because we had even moments in Heaven's Ward where our characters and the Scions were all questioning Hydaelyn's motives. And if you're tempered, you don't have that that ability to question like the primal that tempered you.
Right. I mean, that was the kind of whole thing that Y'shtola was wrestling with was, you know, we're kind of tempered, but not really. Because, like, it would make sense to assume that, okay, the reason why the people blessed with Echo isn't getting, like, tempered is because they are already tempered themselves, you know? That was kind of her, like, scientific reasoning at the time. But now, you know, we have the full context, and it's mind-blowing about how much we have influenced ourselves, I guess.
It really is. Okay, but I have another question.
Okay.
How much did you guys like the fact that the moment time travel is introduced, the first time we ever see Venat, like Hydaelyn as a person, the first thing she does is jump a shark?
Like, you're from the future, aren't you?
Just the very first person that tells us that, hey, are you from the future? We cave instantly.
Well, it's like when your mom tells you.
We're like, ah,
she tells
shit,
you
the
to tell
bag's
something.
out.
Yeah. That's like that meme from Thor, was it Endgame, where they go back in time. Spoilers for Endgame, I guess. But when like Thor's mom asks him if he's from the future, and we're just like, really from the future, yeah. I love that we just break every rule as soon as it's out.
Yeah.
I was like, well, she knows now. We might as well go full hog.
Yeah, I mean, it comes with the fact that we were sitting there in Elpis, and we're like, well, I don't really know what the fuck we're supposed to do, and they really portray that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're literally, okay, well, you're here now, but you don't really know why,
Kind of just here.
and so
You
you're
just tag
following
along.
what you know. You're following fucking Emmett Selch and Hythlodeus, and you're like, well, I know these motherfuckers. I'm gonna follow them.
I also love the fact that Emmett tried to ignore us.
Yeah, Emmett tried to
first-
ignore us, and then Hithla's like, no, we're addressing that.
do you see that? Looks over. I don't know what you're talking about.
Man, speaking of those two, first of all, Hythlodeus, breakout character. What an amazing character.
Love him.
Second
Great.
of all, Emmett Suck can suck a dick still.
Dude,
He got
sat there-
freaking Norded.
I still sat there the entire like ending sequence with like Medion, and where Emmett is just like, yeah, well, you know, I can't believe I forgot about that, but whatever, my decisions were still right, and I'm just like, no, you should apologize, like right now, buddy. You owe me one apology, sir.
you're not fucking get it. Yeets himself into the ethereal stream.
He just tells me to screw off as he leaps into the sea. Just
Suck it, nerd.
The last thing he says is that, remember, you're bad at your job.
Yeah.
though, okay, that sequence is funny because to me that like kind of took me out of the immersion of the scene because
It's like,
that was
we get new content.
yeah, it was just like look at all this new content that's coming off. I was like, all right.
I'm excited.
I am. I'm very
I can't wait to go to the Golden City, the Underwater City, fucking Marisidia.
We get to find out the true identities of the 12.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be up in the new Alliance Race series, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
I wonder who they are.
We definitely don't know one of them already. Azima.
Yeah. Who the fuck is that?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Hee
I know
hoo, ha, ha.
Ashkan. That's the scholar's god.
I say, yeah, that's the Scholar's God. Ralgar is
Ralgar and his
Ralgar's
region.
Fist, the monks,
Alamigo. Yeah.
and Alamigo. Naldthal is the Thaumaturge guilds. And not only just them, but merchants everywhere, mostly.
Mhm.
I don't know, I'm going to wreck my brain over this, but we can just discuss it when the Alliance Raid comes out or something.
Yeah, we can talk more about
I
it when the
know.
Alliance
We'll
Raid
have
comes
more.
out.
We'll have more context.
Yeah.
Speaking of raids, then the raid tier came out, right?
Yeah, the raid tier. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're doing this podcast after the patch for the raid tiers come out.
Yep. Savage is available. We're probably gonna try it out.
We haven't done it yet.
Good God.
I'm
I'm ready. I want
I'm
to
not.
do some hard content.
Black
But the
Power
story is really
Solo?
good. I like it so far.
Yeah. I am very interested in how it's gonna play out.
I think it's interesting. I'm not completely sold on it yet. That's just because it's the introduction to the story.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I'm definitely interested to see where it goes. I already
mean,
like La Habrea's son more than La Habrea.
I mean,
Yeah, that
who
was the
fucking likes
weird-
La Habrea?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. La Habrea sucks.
Oh, actually, no. We do have someone in our FC that likes La Habrea.
Laha bread.
La Habrea. After he took over my boy Thancred's body, I was like, nah, dude, you gotta go.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, you gotta go, buddy.
I still find it so funny that if you didn't start in Ul'dah, you literally meet Thancred and then he betrays us. You're like, oh no. Why?
Yeah, I couldn't imagine doing that. Because like I said, I started in Ildal, so... Yeah, I got to experience the whole emotions with Thancred because he was the first dude I really met, and we're like, "Hey, dude, how's it going?" We become best friends. He hooks me up with the Scions, and then he gets possessed. I was like, "Oh shit, no, dude!"
And a lot of
Oh,
other
no,
shit
dude.
happens too.
I like how your character just treats it as a mild inconvenience.
Well, I mean, all we gotta do is nod and clap our fist into our hand, and then
That's all we knew
solve-
back then.
We still know. That's still almost
That's still all we know. No, it's not.
No,
all
we
know still.
got a couple more animations this expansion.
Yeah, where we look at the ground sad.
Yeah. Oh no, we start smiling. Okay, that was a little detail I wanted to mention.
We
Like,
got
start
fist bump and then lost fist bump.
Oh yeah, we start smiling after dungeons and stuff. After the end of this expansion.
Yeah, we're no longer depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the extra dungeons of the 90 dungeons.
Yeah. You
think.
smile at the end of them.
Yeah. At least a few of them.
Oh yeah, talking about the dungeons at 90 and stuff like that. I was not expecting for Omega to be from a race of like intelligent robot people.
Oh, the Omicrons.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking cool. I like them.
Didn't they talk about him being an alien?
Well, we knew he was an alien.
Yeah, we knew he was extra dimensional.
He was. Yes, extra dimensional. Yes.
Yeah, we knew he was extra dimensional, but we didn't know that he was like from a race of people.
Oh yeah, like they used to not be robot. Yeah.
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 And then they turned robot and then kept doing AI shit.
You know, even though we've gotten dead ends for like the last 5 expert dungeons. It's still a creative dungeon, I gotta say.
No, it's super good. I am a little tired of running it over and over because of the roulette, but the sceneries are great. The lore for each little world that you have to travel through is all fun and great.
Peacekeeper can suck my ass.
Is that the second boss?
Yeah, it's the second boss.
Why is that boss harder than the final boss of that dungeon?
Oh no. I don't know. They probably should have done it the other way.
Yeah, that dude just fucking throws it out at you. He's going for the kill immediately. But like Medion's like dialogues throughout that entire dungeon are so good.
Just Medion in general, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Medion, thoughts.
I liked Medion way more than Hermes.
Okay. I like Medion, but I did really like Hermes as a character. I don't like Fan Daniel still.
Yeah, Fan Daniel's still
God damn, dude, I fucking hate that guy. I hate him.
Dude, when he dropped the freaking lore bomb when he was a Mon, I was like, the fuck?
It made me go, oh no, Circus Tower just got more interesting.
Circus Tower just got a lot rougher.
I dread the day that someone just gets that spoiled for them in the Circus Tower run.
Immediately.
Yeah, I know it's probably gonna happen if it hasn't already.
PSA from us to you. Don't be that guy.
But like Hermes, I liked him up to an extent, and then like the heel turn like was a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you could literally see it happening in real time where it's like, oh no.
You're just like, don't do it, dude. Don't do it.
I mean, I can understand to an extent like why it got to that point, but also I feel like Hermes is just a little bit too sensitive.
I think he jumped the gun a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like there's a couple steps he
But
missed.
I mean, there is
the...
a good point in there where it's like, okay, everybody literally doesn't give a fuck. So like at this point, what the fuck? I don't give a shit. Basically, is how he kind of took it. Because he spent like however many times as like the researcher, the head researcher, being like, oh yeah, let's just not fucking just kill everything and do it over again and just like try and make it perfect. Let's try and make it so that these things can live because they're living beings. And everyone's like, nah, fuck that shit. What are you talking about? That's a waste of time. That shit's grating.
Yeah, I bet that probably ate away at him a lot. But for your immediate reaction to getting that report from Medion as to, yeah, let's just burn it all down, it's a bit much.
It's very much a feed an AI wrong question kind of problem.
Yeah.
Which is what he did with Medion, essentially.
Pretty much.
Gave an impossible question to answer.
Because, like, there's literally no way something that is fabricated like that and can answer a question that even people on a day-to-day basis can't even answer through their entire lives.
Yeah.
And that is, like, you know, the purpose of life and, you know, should we be worried for death? All of these very real things that can really set an existential dread on you.
I gotta say though that scene when we summon Emmett and Hythlodeus at Ultimate Duel, and we're like, we're gonna use creation magic to end this, and we just drop those Elpis flowers. Fucking grade A tier right.
Yeah, that shit hit me like a truck.
Because I was ready
so
for
bad.
it to be some badass spell shit, but then like, just hit us with the emotion. Damn.
Yeah, I was not expecting the flowers at all in that scene, but I'm so glad it was.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, I like right before that when we were thinking about using the crystal to bring more friends back. I like that it went through so many memories.
Oh yeah, all
and,
the
so many
dialogues and
people.
stuff.
Yeah, and then you can like kind of feel out like the thought process because like when it hit the Asians, like oh, we know what we're gonna do now.
Yeah. I I will say Ultima Thule, the moment Thancred died unceremoniously, and then as soon as Astinian did it too, I was just like, oh, they're coming back. I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I caught the trope like immediately.
I did doubt a little bit when Yashala was like, I know you can bring us back with the crystal, but you can't. And I was like,
Yeah.
fuck. I was like,
It's like she knows.
at that time I was like, okay, maybe they're not coming back. And then everybody else dies, and I'm like, okay, they're coming back.
Yeah. Especially when the
I
twins go, it's like, okay, now they're coming back.
When they were going, like, me and Chris were just like, nope, not allowed.
I don't
We're
know.
not, as your third father, I will not allow this. But yeah, that,
I think out of all the deaths though, the air quote deaths, it was still kind of rough to watch the twins leave. You know,
Yeah.
because like they really did it well to being like, okay, maybe those two won't come back. Maybe like the path forward will be them sacrificing themselves to bring everybody else back. And I was like, I'm not ready for that if that's what they're gonna do.
yeah. No, dude, when they came back, I was like, I was miffed, especially at Alize, because the entire expansion, she was like, don't overextend yourself, don't sacrifice yourself for us. Then she literally goes around and does that shit. I'm like, you fucking hypocrite.
And it's even more of a hypocrisy, which is still funny. Like, I still love them all. But, like,
No,
they
yeah.
do all this sacrifice stuff, and then when it happens at the end that you do it,
Yeah.
everyone's like, hey, you can't do that.
What the fuck? You're like, you fucking asshole. Who do you think you are? You can't
God,
do
when
that.
Thancred was like, what do you think we would have done? It's like, bitch.
I literally saw what you just did.
All of you did it.
Dude, like yeah,
I
the
think-
whole ending part of the last arc of Endwalker was just so good.
It hits emotionally, like, perfectly.
Yeah. Dude, I didn't expect one of the dialogue options to hit me so hard was when Grahatia was doing his sacrifice. And he was like, make me a promise again. I'm like, fuck, no.
I legit said I can't do it again.
It's like, I can't do it again.
I did. I made the promise with him. And then he went on that huge spiel about where we
Yeah.
gotta go, where we're gonna get ice cream later. You know, are we picking up McDonald's on the way home? I'm just like, all right, buddy.
I'm just like,
I
you
got
gave me
all of it
so
for
much
you.
trauma, my guy.
I will say it cracked me up to no end when you do return finally back to the ship after the final trial and the instance after it. And just you have the dialogue option of asking if everyone's all right, and then everyone immediately just starts yelling at you.
Yeah, yeah. You
like,
fuck.
shut the fuck up. Like you could say that shit.
Yeah.
Speaking of that instance, I gotta say, what
Oh,
a
we're
great
going
way
here?
to what a great way to end that.
The
Yep.
Giga Chad.
God. Okay, I didn't
Motherfucking-
pick the one where it was like that. I cannot. Okay, we're talking about the Xenos fight. If it wasn't clear already, but when he was like, when he offered or asked you that question, like as an adventurer, and I didn't pick the that I can't deny option, the one where you get the smirk.
I did.
I did.
I was just straight up like, I've had enough of you. Get the fuck out of my face.
I'm surprised you didn't pick that one, because for me that felt like the
No, yeah,
perfect moment
honestly-
to
Yeah,
say
when
it.
you called me out, and I was like, all right, you caught me.
I think
I
was
really
just-
am only playing this because I seek adventure.
Yeah, I was like, you got me, all right.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
went back-
the moment you do it with the smirk, and you're just like, okay, you caught me. He's like, yeah, let's
Yeah, he
go.
fucking extends his hands out. He's like, finally, acceptance.
Yep. No, I went back and watched it. I'm like, fuck, that was a way better choice.
It's so good, and like,
It really was.
I really like it because like that is the first time in Xenos' life that he's ever had to, even though they're not huge sacrifices, quote unquote sacrifices, right? The fact that he was willing to give up anything just to try and meet a middle ground with somebody is massive for his character.
Honestly,
Your
I've said it as a joke, but I feel like Xenos is the only one that really won this expansion. As much as I hate to admit it.
Xenos is amazing through this expansion.
Yeah,
I'm
he
really
was-
happy with what they did with him.
Yeah, I really like that they really leaned into him being a simple goal-oriented person. like single goal.
Yeah, and it leads to a lot of interesting things you can do with that character.
My fucking favorite thing is that he actually goes to where we fought last, right?
Yeah.
And he's sitting there pondering Alisaie's words about how he's never going to get what he wants because of how he acts. And he goes, well, I guess I gotta go do a good deed.
Yeah,
I do like... Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's gotta make that concession to try and get what he wants.
Yeah. I was gonna say the what he said to Euless and Garlemald, where he's like, would it have been any better if I had a good reason? I'm like, okay, you got a point there, dude.
Dude, I felt so bad for Euless, but it's just like...
Euless was fucking pissed.
I mean,
Yeah.
Xenos isn't wrong, though. Like,
Yeah, it's
if
true, like-
your entire mission is going to a town and then just torching everything and then murdering the civilians in it, like, is there really ever a good reason to do something like that?
Fucking
For real,
no.
though.
So to sit there and trying to act like, you know, quote unquote, a good reason can justify so much mayhem and death. Xenos is right. Like, you're stupid. Like, there isn't.
Yeah, they did really good. I liked what
Yeah.
they did. I like
think-
how he tried to destroy the world right away, and then
Yeah.
he saw that it didn't work, and then he was like, oh fuck, what am I supposed to do now? And then he goes fucks off somewhere.
I really thought that because of the trailer, like the original Endwalker trailer, you know how it shows the Omega with the Gatling gun underneath it?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, since I wasn't past 90 and finished the game, I didn't know about Ultimate Duel with the Omega stuff, right? When he was like, I'll go find another source of power. And I was like, no, he's not going to go just chase Omega. I
dealt with
really
that,
thought he would go and just like grab the Omega with Alpha and just like go ham on like the battle like circuitry and all that crap it can do.
Honestly, now that I think about it, it'd be interesting to see if Xenos would have stood a chance against the Omicrons in their prime.
I don't really
I'm
want
not
to do that mental math.
Sure, yeah, that's a lot of mental thought going into it.
We
If anything, it would
we
get-
had trouble with Omega by itself, so
yeah,
If anything, it'd give him the challenge he'd want, or he'd just get fucking bodied.
yeah, but like it depends if Omega is like the peak design of the race, or if that was mass manufactured.
True.
Because if Omega was mass manufactured, I don't think anyone realistically could fight that.
Yeah.
I
But
think
if there's only
I think we only
that,
have one Omega. Because
Okay.
remember when we were going through where it was the Dragon War?
yeah,
The Dragon Planet War in Dead Ends?
yeah, and then you have to do.
You only
the
ran into like
prototype.
Omega chassis and stuff, like not finished, fully realized Omegas.
Yeah,
So that is one and only.
Wasn't Omega also technically like a scout unit?
I don't think it was
Nope, it's a death war machine.
Okay.
because I don't think a scouting unit could probably fight something like Midgard Samir.
You know, I mean, that would say how powerful they are if the scout unit could.
I don't know. Midgard Samir is some next level.
I mean, we got him in his pocket. He's not that big a deal.
He literally fits in my little pocket. Look at him.
Look. I'm not even wearing the baggy jeans today. Man. I will say that final cutscene with Xenos, though, was fucking pure gold.
Where it just devolves into a fist fight.
Yeah, dude. As a monk main, like, I was really confused when my weapons went. I was like, where did they go? But then I realized everybody else got the same cutscene. I was like, oh, it's not personalized.
I'm glad it kind of wasn't because that I just love the fact that my character just tossed everything to the
Starts
side
punching-
and
yeah.
just started throwing hands.
God. I just remember the entire time thinking, wow, what a great Naruto ending. It literally was the last fight from Naruto.
It really is. I was also expecting like a in Dragon Ball, how like in every major climactic fight, there's always at least one moment where the villain and the hero punch each other both in the face at the exact same time.
Yeah.
I was expecting that to have happened.
I was expecting us to make the freaking hand sign of friendship.
We just come back on the ship with Xenos and we're just holding hands like, hey guys, we made up.
We talked it out. We realized we're actually more similar than we thought.
Xenos has now officially joined the Scions.
There it is.
But taking it a step back, the final trial is a spectacle, dude. Like, what a great fucking trial.
Yeah, that was
it
a
is.
really fun trial.
If you didn't get bamboozled in that trial, then I don't know if you were playing the same Endwalker.
I am so terrible at the planet mechanic. It's so bad.
Not even that, but like when we you're supposed to air quote tank limit break when they do the super bomb or whatever, and then she's like, oh wait, that's not supposed to happen, and then she does it again. If you didn't have a friend who went like, oh man, we failed the trial, just kidding. Like,
just kidding.
yeah, you really
that got
playing
me hard.
Endwalker?
Yeah, we're calling you out. You know who you are. Yeah, I know you don't watch this.
But they're here, immortalized in their moment.
Cameo. Well, shout out, I guess.
Man, but like that second sequence is so great because I know everyone's already talked about how, you know, everybody that was in the opening cutscene of Answers 414, Realm Reborn 14, opening cutscene with Louis Swall, where, you know, Y'shtola, Thancred, and Urianger are all doing the same prayer poses. But like that makes me really think just the fact that like we're like this Louis Swall 2.0, where everybody's like prayers, Aether, and like, you know, their feelings of hope with Dynamis are just like fueling our characters to ascend past, you know, what is effectively our Bahamut now, right?
Yeah.
Right.
We just became Louis Swall 2.0 and just like went to town on that boss. And I love it because even the boss's mechanics just like get dumbed down, because even the boss is just like, why won't you die?
Yep. Yeah, I think towards the end they just started repeating the same attack.
Yeah, they just kept spamming it to try and just like raid wide kill everybody. Mm-hmm. I also gotta give it to Xenos. Best stage hazard I've ever seen.
Oh my god.
This dude saw an opponent that can travel light speed, and he's like, nah, I can catch that shit. Like, you ain't fast?
Xenos came to our aid by becoming the battlefield.
He was the battlefield. I just love the line where he just, like, shows up after, like, all the destruction and mayhem. He's just like, why is your prey still alive? I'm just like, screw off, dude.
Yeah.
Don't you got something better to do, Dragon Boy?
I am in the middle of something right now, and I don't need you coming here to make fun of me.
When
I don't come to your house and start making fun of you.
when Estinian star dives into Endsinger and then just gets fucking blown up by the planet and goes, oh! I was like, oh shit.
I thought it was so funny when you activate the little teleportation device for everybody, and everyone's like, don't you do it!
No.
I'm like, bye-bye!
See you later.
Just have fun. I'll see you guys back later.
When we got teleported back, though, that last image of seeing Xenos just laying there, kind of sad.
Yeah.
But
He got the closest.
We don't even know if he was satisfied.
I mean, yeah, we don't know because of the fact that it's just like,
He never finished
yeah,
his sentence.
he technically got what he wanted, but we don't know if it satisfied him or not.
that's just the problem with like that type of personality when you're always a thrill seeker.
Yep.
You're always looking for that next high, and because you always have to keep pushing and pushing for the next high, the moments are scarcer and scarcer just to find that joy in life for yourself.
Which is why he fought with all of his life.
Yeah. And then even when he was laying down after the fight, he was talking about how the joyous feeling has faded so quickly.
Yeah.
I know this is Final Fantasy 14 and people can come back from the dead or get their bodies possessed, but I really hope that you know, that's where his story ends. Like, let's just leave it there. It's like,
Yeah.
it's the perfect bow tie to the story.
I have a personal like theory. I don't want to call it a theory or like hope, but I kind of hope that his Aether is the kind of the kickstart to starting life on Ultima Thule, or bringing it back, or starting it. I think that would be like the ultimate quote unquote irony or poetic justice.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever know.
Yeah,
The world may never know.
No, because I think it was brought back up when we went to go unlock the 90 dungeon, the Stigma escape. They talked about what Ultima Thule is and how we're still able to go to it. I don't remember what it was.
No, I can't
I know
remember.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember.
They
exactly
mentioned how Ultima Thule is still there and how we can travel to it. And like how it manages itself, but I can't remember what the lopper it said now.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say Dynamis.
Dynamis. Yeah.
Dynamis, it does everything. It's like spiral energy from Gurren Lagann.
Including bringing back our dearest friend Xenos. Thanks, Dynamis.
God.
Thank you, Dynamis.
There was a theory going around with how the teleporter got to us, saying that with Xenos' last like breath, he basically put out into the world the feeling for us wanting us to live, continue living.
I don't think he would give enough of a shit. I'm gonna be honest. It's
I think
not
it-
really his character motivation, I think.
We'll just never know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like that idea though, because that would show a lot of character development on his part.
That's
Yeah.
way too much. That's way too much reach. I'm just gonna say.
I mean, at the end, anything could happen.
I suppose he was more concerned about whether or not he got what he wanted.
I think
Listen,
it's-
just because he did one good deed doesn't mean he's a good guy.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not saying that.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, why would he wish for us to live?
Well, didn't he come to the realization that we had other shit that we had cared about?
Yeah, but
It wasn't just him.
it was more of okay, well, you clearly don't pay attention to me enough. So resolve yourself and then come back.
Yeah, I think he does come to that conclusion, but that's why he literally has that speech at the end, because that's his concession. That he's finally recognizing someone else's like desires and wants versus his own. And then that's why he even talks about like, you know, you don't have to fight me here and I won't even stop you. But you're an adventurer and I know you want to do this shit. And you're just like, yeah, I'll do it. He's like, heck yeah. You accepted
Yeah.
it. Finally, you little bitch. But like, to say his acceptance, I don't know, it's a possible theory. It's definitely something, because we had to have
Because
Gap back somehow.
I never, as much as I hated Xenos, it's like, I don't ever recall him, like, feeling, like, malicious towards us. Like, yeah, he wants to fight us, but I never really felt like he had anything other than just wanting to fight us going on. Like, he didn't really have any, like, evil intent, really.
So, trying to give us the most amount of despair possible in order to fight us is not malicious content, or
Oh, he wanted to fight us. There was a
so
method of getting there.
his method of getting there is
I'm not
literally
saying that
that's all I'm
Xenos is...
saying. I felt a
not
lot of
saying-
malicious content from the man who wanted to destroy the world and, plunged his entire nation into complete
Okay,
and
but
utter
then he
chaos,
figured out that it
turned
wasn't going
so
to get what
many
he
people
wanted.
into...
And he stopped.
Just saying.
He's a big trial and error kind of guy. He has to try it first
I'm
and
just
see
saying.
if it works.
And
Just
that's how we
saying.
ushered into the new year with our first episode. Thank you, everyone, for attending us on this episode of us talking about Endwalker.
Oh, I didn't know we'd start doing the what?
With that, we can continue the debate another time about whether or not Xenos was truly evil. Maybe
I'm not
next
saying he
year.
wasn't evil.
on the
Zenos
next
was
episode
definitely
of the
evil.
podcast.
Put down in
Thank
your
you,
comments about
everyone.
how Kevin is a big Xenos supporter.
I am not a Zenos supporter.
Make
I'm
sure
not
to
saying
go
that. I'm saying he had
to our
character
editor,
development and character
Kofi.
growth.
That's ko-fi.com.
Yeah, go fucking follow Kofi, Adrian,
Pandasol.
Pandasol.
Thank you, and have a good day.
Fuck you.